Hi guys, and welcome to my channel. In this next video, you're gonna be watching a homeless woman, an interview that I did with a homeless woman. She did not want to put her name out there, so I'm not trying to be rude calling her a homeless woman. She has a name, but she didn't want me to put her name out there. In the first portion of the interview, she told me how she had not seen her daughter since she was born. The government took her baby. That's the title of the video. In this next video, she is sharing how she started doing drugs. You're gonna learn who introduced her to drugs, and this is the second part of 3 parts series. I hope this becomes a learning opportunity for all of us discussing homelessness and many underlying issues. So welcome, let's get to it. I don't know, what were you telling me? You're saying so you've never tried to get a job because it was overwhelming?
Well, I mean, I did, but like I just gave up, you know. And
what kind of jobs have you looked for?
Like bakery, you know, cleaning houses, stuff like that.
What did they tell you when you apply?
That they didn't need help at the time.
Yeah.
And
why do you think so? Do you think they're because of your work history or what?
Just because like I look like, I don't know, because I was crazy in my mind. Like now I feel like I'm a functioning whatever.
You look really pretty. I wouldn't tell if I met you without like meeting you here. Like I wouldn't tell you're homeless or anything like that. So you feel like your appearance kind of like, or were you telling them you're homeless? Is that why maybe?
Well, I mean, and plus they really knew who I was, you know, because like I didn't ask. I asked people that I knew, you know what I mean?
To help you get to refer you to a job.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you think you can like walk in, like right now there's so much like help wanted. Like, do you think you can walk in and just like start with dishwashing or something like that? Have you thought of that? Like to help you get your child back?
Well, I mean, like I would have to get my ID, which is only $12.
And the ID requires address.
Well, I mean, I could use my ex-husband's address. That's not the problem. I just need to get my social security card.
You don't have it?
Everything of mine got stolen, like, you know, from moving here and everywhere, you know.
Well, you from North Carolina, you said? You still have the accent.
Yeah.
You do. So it sounds like you were married before, so tell me about that.
Oh, well, I was married we were together for 5 years, but we were only married a month.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Wow, that was a short marriage.
Yeah, I couldn't stand looking at him anymore. Like I thought just because we had like a child that would keep us together, but I couldn't stand living a lie anymore. Like he was just depressing. Like,
he was not a good person?
Well, he was a good person, but like, I don't know, he just made me sick, you know, like it's just like he would touch my shoulder and I would just go, ooh.
So you are not attracted to him? Is that what it was?
No way.
No way? So why did you marry him? You wanted stability or what?
Because I wanted, you know, like I was raised like, you know, if you're going to be with somebody, you're with them forever, you know, like you're with that one person.
You wanted a forever marriage?
Yeah, and it was just like, I don't know, like I worked the same hours as he did, but like when I get off of work, the baby, she would be awake, and you know, like I would never get any sleep. Like I just felt like a zombie. I just felt like a zombie, you know, and I had to cook and clean and take care of the kids.
What kind of thing? What did he do for a living?
He was a baker.
Okay.
And I worked at a bakery too.
Was that in here or in North Carolina?
Yeah, here.
Okay. When did you move to Arizona?
12 years ago.
Okay. What made you move here?
Well, that's a whole nother story.
Oh, okay.
I was with another guy, and we moved to Mexico. had been building a house there, and
You wanted to live in Mexico?
well, we started building a house there because
Yeah.
he had land from his dad.
Oh, so he's Mexican?
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Where in Mexico?
Mexico City.
Mexico City. Okay.
Yeah, and so I don't know, like I just got there and like we'd sent all that money, and when I get there, there's like a foundation, a front door, and a window. Like my house should have been complete.
So he lied?
No, she lied, his aunt.
Oh.
And she had built a guest house beside of her house, took our money and built this, and built her son's house. And whenever we get there, I don't have nothing, and I was just like,
how much money had you been sending?
at least $45,000. I know.
That's a lot of money. What were you doing before for a living at that time?
I worked at this plastic company. I was the second shift manager.
Okay.
For injection molding. And he was the mechanic for the machine.
So that's where you met?
No.
Okay.
I met him because I used to do cocaine, and he was the dealer.
Oh, okay. So before that, okay. Okay, so he was a dealer. So did he get in trouble or something?
Yeah.
Okay, so is that why he wanted to move to Mexico?
That's why I wanted to move to Mexico, because we got caught with a pretty large amount of...
So did you do time?
No.
Okay.
I hired a lawyer and I had everything dismissed, but...
So you had a good lawyer?
Yeah.
And he didn't?
Well, he didn't want to come back to the United States. So.
Oh, so he ran away instead of facing justice. Okay.
He just stayed there, and when I came here, and I called my sister, she's like, don't you know you're on the Davidson County Most Wanted? And so...
Where?
Davidson County. We're in North Carolina.
Yeah. Is it like a tough place to be? Or
Well,
what does
yeah,
that mean?
because
They're tough on drugs?
No, they're just bigots. They're real racist. And
Oh, okay.
I can't stand it.
Yeah.
Okay. But
So who introduced you to drugs? Like, how did you get...
my dad.
Your dad? Your dad was a druggie?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like a lot of my firsts were with my parents.
Okay.
Like my dad had a remedy for everything. Like, oh, you're depressed. Here, smoke some weed.
So was he a drug dealer or just a user?
Just a user.
Okay. So that's how you got introduced to it. Oh my goodness. But you had a good job. So you didn't need to like sell it or something, did you?
Well, I just liked it.
Okay.
I just liked it because like I didn't have to worry about anything. I had 8 cars. Like if I wore blue, I could go to my blue car. I was color coordinated. Like,
okay.
You know, like, and I didn't have to stress about money. I could.
It gave you comfortable life. Okay. So let me ask you. So how was your marriage?
Huh?
How was your marriage to the Mexican guy?
Well, they're 2 different guys.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you married 2 Mexican guys?
I married one.
Okay. So how was the one that we are talking about, the one that went back to Mexico? How was that?
Well,
was it a good marriage?
No, we weren't married.
Okay.
It was just I got mad at him because he wouldn't say nothing to his aunt.
Oh, about your money? Yeah.
And I said, well, keep your wedding dress because it's probably going to be the nicest thing that your next girlfriend has.
Oh,
and
so you were engaged?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. How about the one that you married? Tell me a little bit more. You had a baby together?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's my 12-year-old now.
Okay. Does he have custody?
Yeah.
Okay. So how was that?
I hated it.
You hated the marriage?
Yeah.
Do you feel like you have like intimacy issues?
No.
You don't? Okay. Sounds like you don't like the guys that you're with.
Well, I learned to not like them.
You learn not to like them?
Yeah.
Why?
Because like they betray like there's something, and then at the end they're
oh,
just
so you fall. Do you feel like you fall with wrong guys then? Or you don't have a good judgment, or you're just unlucky? It could be a lot of things, right? Sometimes you can be unlucky.
I don't know.
Are you trusting?
too much.
Okay. So that's what it is. Huh?
I just believe anything.
I'm not laughing at you. I'm just laughing because it's funny. Because I feel like I'm like that too sometimes. Yeah. So you believe? Where do you think that is coming from?
My own. Because I don't know. I just want to be with one person, and then it never ends up like that. You know.
Yeah. It's heartbreaking.
Well, I mean.
Heartbreaking. It happens to almost all of us, right? Yeah.
Well, it's like you want something so much, and then whenever it don't work out that way, it's like disappointing.
Yeah.
And so you just get stuck in a routine.
Yeah. So what happened to the marriage with the Mexican? Then you couldn't stand him, and then how come he got the custody of your child?
Because I let him have custody of my daughter.
You didn't have a job at that time, or what? How long was the marriage?
Well, we were married for 2 more years, so 7 years altogether.
Okay. And then what happened? Like you couldn't stand him, or was he not a honest person, or what?
Well, I wasn't attracted to him at all.
Okay. So it sounds like you're falling with people you're not attracted to.
Yeah, well, I was just comfortable.
Oh, okay.
At the time, you know, like he had a good job. He still has a good job.
So he was giving you stability.
Yeah, and like I only had to pay one bill,
okay.
You know, and that was the gas bill.
Okay.
And then other than that, it was just my money, you know.
So you got tired of being with someone that you're not attracted to.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, and it was making me irritated, and then we would fight.
Yeah.
Because he would want to have sex, and I'm just like, ugh.
You don't, because you're not attracted to him.
I'm like, don't touch me, don't look at me, don't.
I hear you. So, so you broke up, and then what happened? Like, when did you become homeless? Seriously, when did you become homeless?
Well, after we broke up, like, I was still fine for a little while, but then, I don't know, I just got messing around with the wrong people, and I got on